is Melanie Dixon. I am the Mixed Farming Systems Project Officer at the West Midlands Group. So this video today is just a short guide on how to set up a site, use the ODK app and collect the data for the Remote Sensing Pastures project. This project is in collaboration with DPIRD and the CSIRO. So this video is designed to be used in collaboration with the methodology, which you should already have access to. And let's get into it. So once a suitable location has been selected and a starting point has been indicated on the property with a star picket, the first task is to set up the geopoint. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand as close as you can to star picket and open the ODK app. You will then pick field blank form and star point intercept. So once you've done that, set up the intercept with your site name, write your name in the observers, and you will be publishing the data with the date and time. Okay, so to set up the geopoint, you will just click the Start Geopoint button and the app will automatically detect your position and provide you with latitude, longitude, altitude and accuracy details. Be aware that this is depending on the age and the signal strength of your device, so it might take a few minutes. Once the starting point has been found, press the next button and then select the options plot type star, sampling interval 1 meter and transect number 1 and then press next. It is a standard biomass and you will not be taking site photos with this form. The app will now display the ground truthing form and can be set aside. We're going to be walking out our 50 metre measuring tape from the star picket facing north. Using a compass or the compass app on your phone, position yourself facing due north and secure the measuring tape to the star picket. Walk the measuring tape out until you reach 50 metre point, ensuring the tape is as straight as possible. Before we get on to stepping out the first 50 metres, I'm going to run you through how to complete the 1 metre. So you're going to step 1 metre to the right of your measuring tape and select the most appropriate ground cover response. In this example, we first selected dry leaf, green leaf and then bare ground. As you can see, you're only able to select one of these observation points per 1 metre intercept point. If you observe any mid-story or overstory vegetation, be sure to select the appropriate option as you have with ground cover selection. In this example, there is no mid-story or overstory observation, so they remain as none. Once the options have been selected, press the next button and then move on to the next metre mark. Continue this process, filling out 1 metre intercept point observation form for each metre until you get to 100 metres. So as you're just going to watch me walk out the first 50 metres, I'm just going to provide some simple descriptions and definitions. So bare ground is ground that, in my opinion, should be covered up, but for whatever reason it's not, if that's erosion or if there's nothing there. Disturbed soil is like a tractor mark or a hoof print or something like that. A rock is a rock. Green leaf is a leaf that can still photosynthesize. A dry leaf is a leaf that cannot photosynthesize. And litter is on the ground, it's a dry leaf, but it's no longer attached to the plant. Cryptogram is like that crust that you can find. I don't often get any cryptogram, but you may. So you can see in the video, the majority of this ground cover observations were dry leaf and litter. If you have another 50 metre tape available, it's a lot easier if you just roll them both out at the start and then you can just walk 100 metres from north to south. If you have a 100 metre tape as well, that's quite handy. I personally just like to use two 50 metre tapes. If you have them both laid out, it's going to speed up the process and the total number of observations is 100. In this example, you can see now the second tape is from the star picket due south. So you just got to continue walking the next 50 metres, filling every observation form every metre. Once you reach the end of the second 50 metre measuring tape, you have completed 100 intercept point observations. The app will only allow you to complete 100 observation forms, so you don't have to worry about going too far. And as this is a star plot type, you will need to complete 2 more intercepts. Follow the exact same procedure as the first intercept, with the only difference being the intercept direction. So the second intercept will be at 60 degrees from the start picket, while the third should be 120 degrees. So this video demonstrates a pasture site, but not all sites are going to be pasture sites. The pasture site will use a star plot type, and it is important to note that for a cropping transect or a cropping site, a cross plot type will be required. A cross intercept is only 2 100-metre observation lines at 45-degree angles to the crop row. So congrats, you've now completed the first part of the ground truthing field test. Next you'll be doing the site description. Okay, so the site description is quite easy. You're going to go back to fill blank form on the OBK app and click Site Transect Site Description. Entry form type is on the device, your site name, which is the same as what you use for the intercept, and yourself, and you will be publishing the data. Just going to select the date and the time, note differential GPS, and yes, the device GPS. Do the geopoint as you did for the site intercepts, so you'll be doing that standing from the center point. So you'll be doing an original site and a revisit every time you go back, and this will be a cropping or it will be a pasture. And you have landholders consent. The transects are the bearings, so 0, 60 and then 120 if it's a pasture, or the bearings if you're doing a cropping. So the site description is pretty easy from this point on. You're pretty much just answering the questions that it gives you. If you don't know the answer, you can leave it blank and you can always get back to them. But it's not particularly difficult. Pretty much just answering to the best of your knowledge. And in the booklet provided, it does kind of go through how to answer all of these questions. The only thing that you will need for the dry soil colour and the wet soil colour is you'll need the Munsell soil colour book. It's about $400. It's quite expensive, but we do have to do those, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's not particularly difficult. You just kind of go through until you get up to transect photos taken with this device, and you will click yes. So the ground cover photo, you take a picture at chest height looking directly down onto the center point, and then the rest of them you'll take in a landscape, just getting the horizon at the top at 0 degrees, 0, 60, 120 and then so on for the rest of the transect lines. And it is a ODK file. And that's all, and you've completed everything you need to do for your first site. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video made sense and you have a better idea of what to do out in the field now. If you have any questions about the project methodology or this video, please do not hesitate just to give me a call or email. My email is projects@wmgroup.org.au. Thanks!